All right. Shalom, shalom. Before we begin, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. This I can do it on the Bible out. Well, Lord willing, we're doing the work of the Lord as commanded, and we're gonna just bring it to you, man.
Yeah, we're doing the inside lesson today because it was getting some type of alerts talking about some severe weather, flooding and severe weather or something like that until 5 p.m., which I think is all a bunch of BS. This devil, got the capability to manipulate weather. Even Florida right now have made a law against weather manipulation, weather modification, and also that put into mind was that guy that was the president. I don't know what year president he was, Lyndon B. Johnson, right? He says, "He who controls the weather controls the world." That put me in my mind. Also, the scripture says, "The prince of the power of the air," which is Satan. So these devils and Satan's children on the planet Earth in the flesh is the self-proclaimed white man, which are the Edomites. They are the devil in the flesh. They are Satan representatives on planet Earth. Starting with the elites and the whole nation, right? So what put me in mind was when the Reddit, because me and the Ak was doing some things just earlier. We just poured down torrential, very hard rain out of nowhere. And also the Ak looked at the forecast a day or so ago. It didn't call for rain today, but I'm through the spirit, that's what I'm perceiving, man, because these devils, they can just do anything. They got that capability. The Lord gave this devil power, power over the nations, power in a cynical way, power of an artificial God on the planet Earth. That's why he can manipulate the weather, the HAARP program, DARPA, and there's several other programs I'm not aware of, but these are the ones that I am aware of. I'm probably missing some. The HAARP program, DARPA, and also with the GMO foods, lab-grown meats. This devil can modify, change things with the laws, of the land. He can manipulate, change at a whim. If he want to do anything, he just set a law. More or less, he's playing God on the planet Earth.
And I got some regarding that. I'm gonna just read this because I just put this in this Copilot. It's more or less like an AI chat GTP type thing, but it's called Copilot. I'll put in, he who controls the weather controls the world, and it said it came up with it says that phase or that phrase, like he who controls the weather will control the world, is famously attributed to Lyndon B. Johnson, spoken during a 1962 speech while he was vice president. It was part of a broader vision about space exploration and technological dominion, where Johnson emphasized the strategic power of satellites and weather control as tools of global political influence. And it further reads, weather as power. The idea taps into a long-standing fascination and concern with geoengineering and weather modification, from cloud seeding to more speculative technologies. The concept of manipulating weather has been explored for military, agricultural, and environmental purposes. Johnson even authorized Operation Popeye. This is the point I was getting into. He said they authorized Operation Popeye, a classified weather warfare program during the Vietnam War aimed to extend monsoon seasons to disrupt enemy supply lines. So this is not far-fetched, man. People say weather modification, HARP program, DARPA. What are y'all? Y'all conspiracy theorists. This is history right here where this guy, Lyndon B. Johnson, even authorized Operation Popeye. So there's an operation called Popeye, Operation Popeye, where they used weather warfare. It was a weather warfare program during the Vietnam War aimed to extend monsoon, which is tsunamis, monsoon seasons to disrupt enemy supply lines, man. So they have this technology, man. But when we talk, these people want to act like, oh, you speaking of some type of conspiracy theories. I don't have no proof of that, but they've been. Look, this is during the Vietnam War. So they've been having this technology for decades now. So you don't know how long they actually had that prior to the Vietnam War, man. So that's what these devils do, man. They try to control. What their main objective is control, man. They want control. And that's why you can see, even in this society today, they allow certain motherfuckers, like I'm gonna say for instance, we've seen somebody riding around with a whole nother state's license plate on it, and it expired over a year ago. You know, if that was me, the fucking probably the week I was expired, I'd be pulled over by one of these pale-faced monkeys talking about me looking around acting like I'm just doing my job. You the criminal, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't hesitate. They quick to pounce on you, man, because these damn devils, they're what? They're quick. Or they want to have, if they can have anything in their favor to incriminate you, to act like you the bad guy, they're gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we was in, riding around in town doing business, but there was a vehicle in front of us. They have a whole nother state's license plate, and they shits was expired over a year ago. So they've been riding around like that for over a year, and they had no problems, man. I couldn't see who was in it, but it could have been anybody. But that's how they had it, because they had. They just target certain people anyway. They target certain people. They got these coon niggas, informants. That's their whole job. So they call them. They inform them. They inform these motherfuckers. They probably got their own personal. I'm just speaking. Speaking as a man, they got their own personal phone number of these fucking faggots with these uniforms. Particular ones, I ain't talking about all of them, but they got enough of them out there, that they call them up. That's their personal phone. They call them up on particular people, man. And we know we in that time of persecution and being targeted, the Judas goats, these spies watching and observing, that we in that time. And also I looked up from Florida, right? It says Florida has enacted a law effective on July 1st, 2025 that bans geoengineering and weather modification activities. This law prohibits the intentional injection, release, or dispersion of chemicals into the atmosphere with the purpose of altering weather, temperature, climate, or sunlight intensity. Says violations are classified as a third-degree felony, punishable by up to 5 years in prison and a fine up to $100,000. So we was talking conspiracy theory a lot. Why did the government? And I think they doing the same thing in Louisiana, I think, or one of those southern states. They trying to pass legislation also. And I seen House representatives talking about this very same situation, the very same thing, weather modification, like years
decades, like a decade or so back, over 10 years ago or so back, man. They was talking about this, man, more, you know. So these things is they keep in the dark for you people to make you, because that's what this land is, the land of darkness. And the majority of these people, the masses of dumbasses in America, is just that, man, a bunch of dummies, man. They don't know what's going on. They don't know the truth, because the scripture says also that they will be great confusion in the last days. So they're great confusion out here. And only the ones that really know the truth, period, is the elect of the nation of Israel, you know, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, that's who really know what's going on. You know, you got these people that's in the world, these Edomites, for example, they know what's going on a worldly standpoint, because they see the bullshit and they speak out on it. But we filter what's going on in the world through the scriptures, and we know what's going to happen according to what the word says, what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua proclaimed, right? It says this law also includes reporting requirements for publicly owned airports, and establish a mechanism for citizens to report suspected violations. So you see all these fake ass clouds in the air, streams of so-called clouds. Those are chemical trails, man. You know, contrails, they disappear like in a matter of seconds. You know, in a matter of seconds or a minute or so, basically in a matter of seconds, the contrail disappears in the air. Because I seen at the same time a contrail plane with contrails, normal trails from the engine, and also I seen at the same time a plane dropping chemical trails. The plane that was dropping the chemical trails had the chemical trail in the air forever. Those things last in the air for several hours, man. You know, and I got a scripture. This is on Ephesians chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 1. I'm gonna read it out the Amplified version. It says, "And you he made alive when you were spiritually dead and separated from him because of your transgressions and sins, in which you once walked. You were following the ways of the world, influenced by this present age, in accordance with the prince of the power of the air, Satan, the spirit who is now at work in the disobedient, the unbelieving, who fight against the purposes of the Most High." So that's what these people is, man. They are Esau, Edom, and the 2/3, and the rest of these heathen. They got the spirit of Satan on them, man. You know, Satan operates in the flesh through men. You know, so at one point in time, before just like the scripture said, before the Lord made us spiritually alive, you know, they got these spies constantly watching, they hovering over you, these damn demonic ass niggas. They grouping up, huddling in a house, you know, these demonic ass fuck niggas, man. These damn fucking ghetto informants, rat ass niggas. You know, they huddle up, portraying a fraud, but the whole time they just listening, man, and informing they slave master. You know, they think they're gonna duck something, man. You niggas ain't ducking shit, man. You know, because this is the day of what? Day of judgment. The day that everybody's gonna get judged. Ain't nobody escaping, man. Just like the Lord, like scripture says, there's nobody. What the scripture says? No one can deliver deliver yourself out of his hand, man. No one can be delivered out of the Lord's hand, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the time that we're coming out. I mean, that's the time we are in right now. The vengeance of the Lord is visiting this place, you know. The Lord is taking vengeance for real, man. He's visiting this place. He's recompensing vengeance, man, as we speak. You know, we in the day of the Lord. We in the time of the Lord's vengeance, man. You know, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get intense. Meaning what? The plagues, the pestilence, the sword, famine, death, destruction. You know, it's only going to worsen, man. You know, it ain't gonna get better. You know, but these simple motherfuckers, I guess they got it figured out, man. You know what I'm saying? All they gotta do is kiss ass and stay quiet. I guess they got it figured out, man. You know, but we gonna see, man.
I got a precept of this book of John 12, chapter 12, verse 31, which is the point. It says, now is the judgment of the world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out, man. So this devil is the prince of the power of the air because he's the prince of this world. But judgment is going to fall upon this devil, man. You know what I'm saying? And you can see, you know, well, we can see through the spirit, you know, what's really going on, man. These people are lost in the darkness of this world, man. All they see is the projection that Esau Edom provided for these people to have. There's an image out here, and you got all these self-aware people want to portray it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, or like I was trying to explain or elaborate earlier, is that this devil controls, he wants complete control. You could tell by today's society that they control it. Now you got a bunch of weirdos and crackheads everywhere you go, whether it be, you know, if you working somewhere, you know, them motherfuckers could be your boss. They drug addicts, weirdos, you know, all around, lames and losers, and they everywhere, man. I can see because I was looking, you know, through these platforms, namely TikTok, and I saw several other individuals stating that's what's going on in their, you know, in their city or where they're from. They said, where do you get all? He said, where do these people find all these weirdos? You know why this is going on, and people act like it's normal? Because these devil, Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is behind this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They're behind this shit, man. You know, because when you have level-minded people out here doing what they're supposed to be doing, especially so-called black people, these devils will try to find anything to disrupt it. So they try to continue to degrade the so-called black, Latinos, and Native Americans. They allow these damn rejects in society to thrive, man. You know, but you could tell, like I said, everywhere you go, man, you see these damn weirdos. You know, if you ain't working, you going out to eat anywhere, man. You know, you motherfuckers on, you know, hanging on the street corner. A lot of them got something. I'm gonna say not a lot, but some of them even got jobs, man. But they still go out there and hang on the street corners, begging, acting like they broke, because it's nothing more than a play. It's an orchestration that Esau Edom is allowed to fester, man. You know. But I'm gonna read it again. The book of John 12, and the point is in 31. It says, "Now is the judgment of this world, man. Judgment is gonna come upon this world because who's allowed to control it? The wicked. This wicked society is ran by no other than Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, the wicked. That's why judgment is gonna what come upon this world, man. Now is judgment. Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out. Man, this devil's gonna be cast out, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything that the Lord said he's gonna leave neither root nor branch, man. You know, so he's gonna be cast out after his, you know, service to the kingdom of heaven. They're gonna be done away with, man. The Lord is not gonna leave neither a root nor branch of these wicked ass this wicked ass nation, man.
Yeah, I got a precept for all these weirdos, you know, these weirdos coming around or whatever. You know, this is why, because it's getting worse with them, man. This is 2 Timothy 3:13. It says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So these evil men and seducers, they waxing worse and worse at the end, man. So it's only gonna get worse and getting worse with these seducers. And I'm gonna read out I see this out of this DBY translation. It says, but wicked men and juggling impostors shall advance in evil, leading and being led astray. You know, so a lot of these people are following and being led astray by other wicked ass men. You know, and that's what's going on. They're whispering, they murmuring out here, you know, and they're leading, they're being led astray, but at the same time, they're the ones that's leading others astray, they're being led astray themselves, you know, just like the scripture says. Read it again out the DBY, right? Translation. It says, but wicked men, 2 Timothy 3:13. It says, but wicked men and juggling impostors shall advance in evil, leading and being led astray, man. You know, so that's what these devils are doing. That's why you got what they call gang stalking. What they do, they recruit these dummies, a bunch of lame losers of society, low life, sitting around here idle, you know, and they're getting whispering in their ear and leading them astray and doing folly, man. You know, wickedness and folly, man.
I got a precept today. This is the book of Psalms 12:8. It says, the wicked walk on every side when the vilest man or when the vilest men are exalted. So who exalted, man? Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. This is his world. That's why you see a lot of this stuff on these wicked ass individuals throughout society, man. These people are wicked, man. You know what I mean? They got demons on them, man. You can tell. Like, you know, even us, like this happened to people of this world. This stuff is happening to people of this world and people, you know, men, women of the Lord. This happened, you know, this happened to everybody. But nonetheless, these acts that's going on, while they're able to, like I mentioned earlier, while they're able to exist and nothing is being done about it, is because who? The vilest man is exalted. Who is that? Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man. No, he's allowed to sit back, orchestrated, rolling his eyes, sucking his teeth like he knows what's going on. That's what this devil does, man. He the one that sets snares and traps, man. If you supposed to be somebody about justice and making sure everything's right, why are you going to the extent to try to orchestrate and set people up, man? That's what he do. He's trying to set people up, not these like I say, not these heinous motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say child trafficking and all this other crap. Even though they do have those sting operations, but these devils rather go out their way to try to set up or incriminate your average Joe. You know what I'm saying? Or a person that they deem a threat, which is a so-called educated, as this world perceived, black man. You know, you a threat, man. If you got some type of sense, that's why they got these low lives walking around here. They may be of a darker complexion, but these jokers low lives, man. They're wicked. So Esau Edom allowed them to continue in his world, man. Because what? He's the vilest man. He's been exalted. So it's no mystery who's running society. Like I say a lot, you know, which I get it from the precept with you know, when the wicked Pharisees, if I ain't mistaken, try to tempt the Lord. They say, you know, should we pay? Is it law for us to pay, you know, tribute to Caesar? To Caesar, when the Lord perceived what they were trying to do. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, what? Render to Caesar's what is Caesar's. He said, give me a penny or whatever. He said, render to Caesar's what is Caesar's, and render to Yahweh, which is Yahweh, man. You know what I'm saying? So we know who's ruling this world. Look at the representation on your currency. You know, who face on it, man? Who face on the money, man? These pale-faced monkeys, man. And these damn simple ass niggas think that we don't know who runs society, because that's who they're running to to seek favoritism. And who is that? You know who that is? The self-proclaimed white man playing these mind games and all this other crap. But like I said, they got the technology, just like I went back, just like I brought out Lyndon B. Johnson, man. You know, he authorized a weather warfare program called what? Operation Popeye, man. So this ain't no fairy tale, this ain't no fiction. So what? To increase the Muson or something whatever.
Yeah.
Which are tsunamis.
Monsoon.
Yes, like the water. Monsoon, which are tsunamis that controls the weather to disrupt what? Their supplies, man. So this is nothing for these devils to come over here. And a lot of people say they've been you know, like I said, on these social media platforms, been taking notice of the strange weather pattern recently, man. You know. So you know, like months ago, like I think it was like sometime last year, there was like in I think it was New Mexico, there was like something that pretty much never happens, man. They had like feet of snow, man. You know, it don't snow down there. It don't snow in that region, in that area. But they had one particular it was I think it was like last year. They got several feet of snow, man. You know, and that's what, you know, it's a possibility that this devil had his hands in it, man. You know, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to control the scenario, not only, you know, the scenario, each and every individual, man. This devil wants control, man.
Yeah, I got another precept to these devils, you know, because, you know, this is their world. Like I said, was the world was given into their hands. Job 9:24, and that beast that's talked about in Revelation, that red beast, are these wicked men, which are the Edomites. That red represents Edom, which is what Edom means, red, and he's that red beast that's on the planet Earth with 7 heads and 10 horns. That's the nation of Edom. That's a representation of the nation of Edom and its government platform. All the governments and kingdoms that he ruled, he was given that rulership once he came into power, starting with Alexander the Greek, or Alexander the Macedonian, or Alexander, what they call him, Alexander the Great, you know, starting with him. This is Revelations 13:5. It says that there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months, right? So like the scripture said, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, Job 9:24, and the Lord gave this devil power, basically talking about what? Warfare. He was blessing with the sword, and he said they used weather modification as what? A weapon to disrupt food supply or shipping supplies or something like that. So that's a war strategy, you know? So this devil was given power. The Lord gave this devil power as a assumed God on the planet Earth. He can manipulate weather, even though these people don't want to believe it. That facts is out there. They want to say whatever they want to say, act like something is when they want to act like something is a conspiracy theory when they got facts behind it, you know. Because this is the time when this devil's being revealed. You know, the Lord said that the wicked shall be revealed, meaning who? You know, the self-proclaimed white man is being revealed as who he is, man, the wicked on the planet Earth. And we are in that time of revelation or him being revealed, and he can no longer hide himself, pursuant to Obadiah, the book of Obadiah, man. Edom can no longer hide himself, man, you know. So we're in that time of revelation of who the wicked is, and it's already been revealed of who he is, man. He's the fucking devil. He is the Satan, you know, and he is the self-proclaimed white man. Like I said, starting from the elite bankers all the way down to every Edomite in the nation of Edom. They are the wicked, right? It says that there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. That's 3.5 years, basically representation of 3.5 centuries, right? This devil was given to rule. And it says, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven, right? So that's what this devil did. That's why you see all these white paintings. The Messiah is white, the Edomite. They whitewash the images, blaspheming, the name of the Most High and all type of things. The tabernacle, the children of Israel, everything, man. The angels look like them, devils, And so it was given unto him to make war with the saints. You seeing that going on right now, man. This devil with his ice, he's making war with the saints, man. That's what this ice thing is all about. Him making war with the saints, and the saints are a representation collectively as the children of Israel, right? We are the saints collectively, And that's what this devil is doing right now with this ice and his military. He's making war with the saints. And just like people have been coming out, you think you will say, especially so-called black people, you think you say you can be next. And that's what's going to happen, man. This devil is going to come down with that great wrath. He's going to come like a madman, sparing none. And you see that right now with these ICE agents, man. They're taking people away. We got these little children, little babies there. They'll snatch you up and leave your little kid right there crying. Only adult, maybe the only adult in the house, they'll still snatch you up. They got kids in the house, man. Now the kids there with no parent, no guardian, and they just out there, man. That's this devil coming with great wrath, man. You know what I'm saying? That's goddamn heartless, man. Leaving, then the kids don't know what's going on, little babies, children, whatever, man. This devil using drones, blowing people's doors off. And slamming people. So like I seen the actual video like that, man. There was this black couple walking by a house. There was pretty much filming it, man. They were walking by a house and they was hearing a child crying. So they went out, to see what's going on. So they walked to the back of the house. It was this Spanish baby, man, just there. They said it looked like somebody was in the midst of like moving, taking off. It's like they just took off and they left remnants of boxes and furniture and shit, but they left like a child there crying, man. So ain't no telling if the ICE picked them up or they just fled and left the child. It's no telling. But I seen a video a couple weeks ago like that. I seen a video like that too. They had a child in the street. Little baby was in. I don't know, it was a young child. Had the parent, ICE done snatched the parent up, and they had a child. They had a child in the street, man, just crying. Yeah, man. So, like you said, like I broke out, man. These people are heartless, man. I'm like, that's just the tip of the iceberg, man. They're gonna really show how heartless they is. But these people think, like I said, especially they're simple ass niggas. They play these little games. They a safe case, man. Yeah, that's what they think. What these dummies think, man. These damn Lamont Sanford ass damn niggas. That's what they think, man. You know what I mean? All you are is nothing but a strategic plot in this devil's game, man. He's using strategy. Yeah, you the least one to worry about. You niggas all the way gone, man. Yo. Least one to worry about. You damn hoodlum ass fucking niggas that these cracker praise and shit, cause they know your ass totally lost. Cracker don't know you ain't nobody to worry about, man. Damn, who get ass niggas, man. I'm still reading in Revelation 13:7. It says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations, man. That's these Edomites, man. That's why you got to come to him. He making these world decisions. Who's making these world decisions and proposals? Who's bringing all these proposals and world decisions? It's coming from the so-called self-proclaimed white man, and he's going to go forth based upon his agenda from the elites, man. They making all these proposals, just what should be done, and they have all these other nations acting like they want to talk it over or whatever. But it doesn't matter what the fuck they think or whatever they want. they gonna get down with the program anyway, man. Cause why? Verse 8, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, right? Whose name, so that's what these other nations doing, man. They worshiping or following after the beast, wandering after the beast. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world, man. So they're not only ones that's written in the book of life. You will see salvation as the elect. You know, so if you're not part of the elect, you're gonna wander after the beast. You're gonna worship the beast. You're gonna worship these Edomites, man. That's long these 2/3 fuck ass niggas, Latinos and Native Americans. Donald Trump, vote Donald Trump, all that bullshit. And what the fuck that shit leading your ass now, man? These niggas making fucking funny or mockery of these Hispanics that voted for Donald Trump, but basically your ass gonna be in the same situation soon come, man. You know, because this devil gonna come down with great wrath, man. And that's also in Revelation, I think on Revelation chapter 2. I think I brought that out last week. I'm gonna bring it out again. Revelation chapter 2, I think it's verse 10, if I'm not mistaken.
I got a precept. This is the book of Psalms 55 and 9, and it reads, "Destroy, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and divide their tongues. For I have seen violence and strife in the city." Who is that? What's that city, man? Babylon the Great. That great city, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's make America great again. Just like the elders point out, people think, you know, they want to, here they want to define, you know, I give all credit to what our teachers, man. You know, they want to define a citizen by a state, but now what you are all called what? United States citizens, right? So if you're a citizen, it applies to the whole landmass. So if I go to Delaware, I'm not a different citizen. You still technically a United States citizen. So you are a United States citizen of what? That city. That city is talking about in whole is United States, man. You are a citizen of the United States. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it. You're a citizen of the United States, regardless of what city you go to. You know what I'm saying? So this whole landmass is technically one big city, man, because you're a citizen of the United States, man. And it says what? Let me repeat that again. Psalms 55 and 9 again. It says, "Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongue, for I have seen violence and strife in the city." And let's go to what that word strife means. If you go into the Strong's definition of what strife is, it's like strife is read. That's the strong pronunciation of strife. And you go into it, it says cause, strife, controversy, contention, man. Miscellaneous, you know, it says strife, controversy, dispute. That's all you see. Squirreling, strife, dispute. That's all you see here, man. That's why you're around these individuals around you causing up strife. A lot of these jokers, especially damn simple ass niggas, they think they're gonna control society, man. And they try to convince other people that they are going to control the narrative by the participation of these other simple ass motherfuckers, man. You know. But I can tell you now, it's not gonna happen, not this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking by a personal testimony. A lot of these simple ass niggas think they're gonna control the narrative because they got some pale faced monkey or some damn dope addict, some damn all around funky on their side to paint the narrative because they have some envy of you, you know, and that's what's going on. Like the precept says, it says That word strife goes into what? Dispute, squirrels, like you know, controversy. Man. That's what these simple ass niggas, especially them, they all about always trying to initiate strife, man. Some type of controversy, man. Doing spiteful shit. You know, because the real culprit these niggas won't even address. They kiss their ass, but they look at you and that because you got the same skin tone, you in some relationship with these simple ass niggas, man. Ain't in no way, shape, or form, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Any type of relationship with you. When you go to your little family reunions and get together, you don't see me there because I ain't none of your family, I ain't none of your friends. You won't never see me there. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go about my business. Like when I go to my family, and I see my friends, I don't see you niggas. So it's no way, shape, or form I'm related to you niggas and no relation with you niggas, nor would I care. But nonetheless, that's what this city is. That's what we hope and pray for. What? The Lord to do what? Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof, mischief also and sorrow. That's what these niggas are full of, man. Mischief. Always something with these niggas, man, causing mischief and try to cause someone sorrow, man. That's what this city brings about, man. Because who's exalted, man? The vilest man, which is Esau Edom. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it, man. So what's in the midst? What's in the middle of this stuff is what? Mischief and sorrow, man. That's why if you go into that term America, if you dissect it, just like our elders, our teachers have put in, these men put in real time and work, and what America actually means, the etymology, once you break it down, it means bitter, man. It's not sweet here, but these people right here want to portray it. That's why they're on social media portraying a facade of a life, trying to convince other people that they're having a better life than they are. But actually, they're not. That's why they're trying to be on social media to convince other people that they are, knowing damn well these people feel, they don't feel that way as they're projecting on these platforms, man. They feel emptiness, man. You know what I'm saying? So to escape that, they're trying to portray an alternate reality and convince other people that I'm living a better life than they are, man. These people in the same fucking damn boat you in for the most part, man. They just better actors, man. You know what I mean? They're just better actors, man. Because I even caught. I wish I would have recorded, but it was a live stream. This female, she was on social media. She talking about, but she be on social media based on her videos. You would think she love it here, but then she was on live and talking about how much she hate being here in America, and she's trying to save up enough money to go to some island somewhere, man. So these people, regardless of how much they try to perceive on these social media platforms that they love it here, especially here in America, these people don't like it here, man, because they see it for what it is, man. They're just trying to convince you people because, convince you suckers, a lot of these people right here suckers, convince you that they're living a better life than you are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people right here, man, they see it for what it is, but a lot of them are good actors, man. Especially on social media, they're good actors, man. Seeking attention. But let's go Salaki.
I think I got a precept. This is Psalms 80:6. It says, "Thou maketh us a strife unto our neighbors, and our enemies laugh among themselves." Right. So that's what That's what you niggas up here doing. They strifing among each other, man. Your neighbor, more or less, or your own tribe, your own kindred, your own nation.
You said that was Psalms what?
Psalms chapter 80:6. I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna try to get it out there. I'm gonna read out the NLT. It says, "You have made us a scorn of neighboring nations, our enemies treat us like as a joke, right? So that's what that's true too, you know. So basically, that's that first part is twofold. You know, you have made us a scorn unto neighboring nations. Our enemies treat us as a joke, and that's how they look at these niggas. That's why these fucking, that's why who they be upholding. Like they gave this retarded nigga Kodak Black. I don't know what city it was. They gave this retarded nigga a key to a city, and who was introducing them? Some fucking Edomite. So we gave Kodak Black the keys to the city. This nigga talking about, I ain't want all of that, but they now I'm like, man, look at this shit. This damn fucking lame ass. You know, who the fuck is this nigga, man? Nigga talking about selling drugs to his goddamn people, killing niggas. And they honoring these niggas, man. These motherfucking rappers. I just seen a video pop in my feed talking about, I think how President Trump loved rappers or something, man. You know, you niggas ain't nothing but a joke to the so-called white man, you know. This is read it again at the end, King James Version. It says, "Thou makest us a strife unto our neighbors. Our enemies laugh among themselves." So that's what they do when they see these clown ass niggas getting up there. These damn rappers, little shit nigga, or whoever, man, young dumb nigga, little bitch nigga, whoever these niggas is, man. These niggas ain't no but goddamn clowns, and for the most part, these niggas ain't really living like that. They actors, man. You know, just like that nigga Kodak Black said. I don't want the Ox said that shit. He said that shit to one chick to some damn show he was on. Some chick was talking about, I live that life. I'm from such and such and such and such. We really do this down here, this, that, and the third. And this nigga said, chill out, more or less. I'm just an entertainer, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he just an entertainer, man. You know? So these niggas ain't shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You a joke to these fucking crackers, man. You know?
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. They are a form of entertainment, and what these people have done, these simple ass niggas, just to be trying to fill that void of emptiness they want to be a part of, and that's they try to roll that shit over to the entertainment world, to reality, and that's why these clowns do. They try to sit around here and start this strife with people and sit back like you their form of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? You got these sucker ass niggas just popping up around you. These weirdos popping up, coming out when you coming out, moving when you moving, like you some part of entertainment for these motherfuckers, man. Act like you don't damn know. Like you ain't like they try to giggle amongst themselves like damn something like you some damn inside joke or something. You know what I'm saying? In reality, the joke is them, because they ain't nothing but a bunch of suckers and clowns. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I'm gonna waste my time chasing after somebody else. That's how much of an idiot these motherfuckers is. I'm not gonna revolve my life around somebody that don't care about me. Don't give a, you know, I don't know, you know, could care less about you, but I'm gonna revolve my life around him. So whenever they show up, I'm gonna show up. When they move, I'm gonna move. I'm anticipating them to show their face. You know what I'm saying? That's how much of a loser these people are, man. You know what I mean? Start what? Strife, man. You know. But the Lord said what? Just like Bogal said, evil men and seducers so wax worse and worse, man. These motherfuckers are waxing worse and worse, man. You know, there's no way I would do it. But that's how small-minded, that's how minute these people are, man. There's no way I could do that, man. Like I said, I got too much time and energy and other important things to waste my time and energy on somebody that I know is very insignificant, man. But yet, that's why we are what? We are longing for what? The Lord deliverance, his deliverance of his elect into what? To finally put this place where it's the destination of this place, man, you know, is to be what? Destroyed, man. That's why you see, and like the elders were, like the elder made a video yesterday, and I, you know, caught it also. You know, there was leaked video of Trump making threats to what? Bomb, you know, certain countries like Russia, China. So these things, these tensions amongst these nations, man, are heating up. while these clowns around here in Babylon the Great, your everyday clown in Babylon the Great playing these childish games, you got your leaders making real threats. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, you know what I mean? You gonna bomb a country, you know, I'm gonna bomb the hell out of her, you know, while these clowns around here in Babylon the Great going around, walking up and down the street, sidewalk, skipping and playing games, childish ass games. They could these people making real life changing threats, man. You know what I'm saying? You think that over there that's going on in Ukraine or what's going on in the Gaza Strip or what's going on in Iran, you know what I mean, in other various parts of the world, these people think there's a safe haven here, man. But you're gonna realize there isn't one, and there never was one. This place is just being reserved for a certain time in a certain place for what? Is demise, man. It just haven't happened yet. It's going to happen. It just haven't happened yet. And these people think because it hasn't happened yet, it's never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Lord is going to what? Make folly of your your ideas, man. These simple ass Edomites, all these simple ass niggas, they even got these foreigners around here. These motherfuckers seeking a better life because they believe in Esau eating bull crap or thinking it's better here while he going to your country and various countries over here, rape, robbing, murdering them and taking the resources and bringing over here. That's what they try to convince you it's so much of a great place here after you manipulate, rape, rob, murder, swindle other countries. Then you got these suckers coming over here seeking a better life after you done robbed their ass. After you done robbed everything over here, they're trying to paint himself as some good guy. That's the mentality of this devil, man. You know what I'm saying? Then you got these suckers coming over here thinking that they believe in the word of this devil, thinking that, hey man, you can live your American your dreams here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you live in a facade, man, of a lifestyle, man.
Yeah, I got that article from I got one of them I posted. It says Trump says he told Putin and Z he had bombed their capitals. New audio, So basically, this is Donald Trump on audio, and I heard the audio, and that's what he was saying, man. Talking about he had bombed the hell out of Moscow. He told that to Putin. He told Xi Jinping. He told him the same thing. He told he had bombed the shit out of goddamn Beijing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So this guy, what this dude talking about bombing, man? And what you think they going if they bomb Russia, if America bomb Russia and China, what you think they gonna do over here? Just let them bomb over there? The war they're gonna bring troops to China, and the war gonna be fought over there in China and Russia? Hell nah, man. This is the third war. What the scripture said, this battle shall be fought with I'm gonna get it. Fire and fire with fire. Battle with the warrior, man.
And there was already talks of this was months ago, if not a couple of years, of how in Canadian over there in Canada, that Chinese military presence are being felt over there. They're strategically gearing up or taking position over in the Canadian border, and also in Cuba, how they say in Russia, there's Russian warships and stuff been spotted over there. They're taking strategic, positioning over there, man. These people think that, like I just brought out, that if a war break out, it's only going to happen in, so it'll be felt in China somewhere, or Russia. Yeah, you keep thinking that shit. So these people, these other nations are fed up with the bullshit, just like a lot of people here are fed up with the bullshit Esau eating, man. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to see. That's why you see a lot of these multi-billionaires or millionaires doing what? And they're also, there's evidence of what? They're spending taxpayers' dollars that's coming for you average everyday Americans, which these people average too, but your everyday Americans, there's taxpayer dollars being spent to build underground bunkers in cities that where you niggas gonna be at. You ain't gonna be you was there any flyers passed out that you talking about and some shit break out? Here's your invitation to an underground city or bunker. Nah, they're only reserved, these underground cities and bunkers are only reserved for these certain Edomites and their little inside group, but they're taking your taxpayer dollars and building it. So they anticipating what? The inevitable. If I'm saying right, it never rolls off my tongue right. And I used to be able to say the word, but this devil's trying to manipulate, they're manipulating people. The uneditable. Yeah, it's coming out, right?
Inevitable.
Yeah,
Inevitable.
the water, they can't avoid, pretty much, they can't avoid what's coming, man.
Yeah, I got that precept. This is Isaiah 9:5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." Man, so like that dude making threats talking about I'll bomb your capital. What you think this war that he's talking about, the Lord's talking about in this modern day time is the third war, which is the third world's war, man. It's gonna be fought and read it again. Isaiah 9:5, it says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this war shall be with burning and fuel of fire," man. That's why they talk about bombing. That's why you see presently what Ukraine and Russia, what the fuck they doing? Bombing each other. Yeah, of course they having bad battles and all that, but they are also doing what? Dropping bombs, blowing shit up. What's going on with the Palestinians and Hamas and Iran? What the fuck they doing? They shooting bombs at each other, missiles, man. And what's the ultimate bomb they're gonna use is the nuclear bombs, man. That's what this war. They not gonna fight a war over there, even though that's where they're gonna be. All these nations are gonna form at over there in the Middle East, what they call the Middle East. The Valley of Jehoshaphat over there in that region, what they call the Middle East. But ultimately, the ultimate decision of these wars is going to be determined by these nuclear missiles that's going to be shot, man. That's going to be the ultimate determination of the war, man. Even though that's what they're doing right now. They're over there piling up over there in the Middle East. All these nations are gathering over there for this third war, but it's ultimately going to be determined by nuclear missiles, man. That's why you're talking about bombing a motherfucker, bombing here, motherfuckers making nuclear missiles. The issue is with Iran is what? Uranium, so they won't have nuclear capability, man. Because they scared that they're gonna use it, even though, these devils are just coming up with conclusions and making up shit, man. Because it's world domination, so they gotta bring some type of negative idea to whatever region that they trying to conquer. They got terrorists. They got weapons of mass destruction, like Iraq and shit. Like Saddam Hussein in Iraq. Like Saddam Hussein in Iraq. They got weapons of mass destruction. They gotta come up with some damn solution and shit, some bullshit to make their false reasoning of illegal invasion of a country, man.
And I also put in this AI Copilot.Microsoft, and it reads, it says the honing line, "I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones," man. So and it says it's widely attributed to Albert Einstein. It's not just a clever turn of phrase, it's a chilling warning. So this is these devils, because they was already doing when this this so-called Albert Einstein fella was around, there was already experimenting with atoms. That's why they had during that time, or shortly afterward, they constructed what? The atom bomb. So they was experimenting with their scientists, on how to build or what weapon of mass destruction, man. That's why he made that or had that, because the Lord had gave him that. The Lord put that thought in his mind, man. It says what? It said that holy line. It says, I know not with what weapons, because he wasn't aware of what. There was the only bomb during that time was probably, if it wasn't already created, was what, the atom bomb. But now they got nuclear bombs that supersedes these atom bombs, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why he stated, he said, I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought. So he didn't know nothing about a nuclear weapon, man. But World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. But he knew, the Lord had gave him an idea that whatever these weapons would be, they're going to be so powerful that they're going to wipe out anything, man. And what motherfuckers only weapons motherfuckers going to have, if they can find, is a goddamn stick or stone if they're around to throw at each other. Everything else, there's going to be a weapon that's going to be produced that's going to what? Wipe out everything, man. These damn buildings, these simple ass people, thoughts and aspirations, man. It's going to be wiped out. And one of their quote unquote finest, which is Albert Einstein, pretty much stated this, man. Because we know, like through the spirit, the Lord had already made this to happen. We're just what? We're patiently waiting, man. For the Lord to continue on doing what He promised to do, man. These are all the Lord's promises, man. You know what I'm saying? So we know that these threats that these leaders make, like I said, these people walking around skipping up and down the sidewalk, trying to act like life is, life ain't nothing but a party, playing childish ass games. These people making real life-changing statements, man. Threatening these people, man, threatening other countries and shit, man. While they got where Putin got arsenal or nuclear, he said I think he said only 2. He said he can launch 2 Satan 3 nuclear missiles and it'll wipe out the entire existence of the United States, man. All he had to do was shoot 2 of these jokers, man. He got plenty of them. I don't know how many he got, but I know he got more than 2. But all he needs is 2, and he will wipe out these United States, man. It's already seen artists that talks about that, man. But yet you got a president threatening to shoot or bomb their country, man. These people walk around, playing games and shit, and not knowing. And they had this for a long time. There's already countries that are not allies of the United States. They already got nuclear missiles pointed at prominent cities, man. They're just waiting for the word to what? Hit their button and that shit is off. There's already prominent cities, say for instance, Langley, Virginia, or Washington, D.C. or whatever. They already got prominent cities that these other countries that are not too friendly with America, they already got their bullseye pointed at them. All they're waiting on is the green light. Mother hit that goddamn button, and then those nuclear missiles are on their way, man. And these jokers don't have. That's why Trump talk about the Golden Dome. They don't have no
missile defense system.
Yeah, their missile defense system is weak, man. Their missile defense system is weak. They said that, I remember one of the brothers put it like years ago, man. He said that these people did a simulated run here in America, Babylon the Great, aka America. They did a simulated run of what if a nuclear event would happen? So they did, a simulation. So they just shut out all the numerous nuclear missiles, and they went through the simulation with their defense mechanism, their missile, nuclear defense, nuclear missile defense, system, and they couldn't shoot down one. They said they had to slow it down in order for them to even hit one, man. So if that was so,
I heard one thing too. They said something like more or less trying to hit a bullet with a bullet. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that shit. I heard them say that shit too. Said trying to hit these missiles, especially these hypersonic nuclear missiles. Them shit's coming at so much fast of a speed. It's going to be virtually impossible. And the Lord said that in Joel chapter 2 that they will not what is that? They will not basically crash into each other. Yeah, Joel 2, I'm gonna start at verse 4. It says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on top of the mountains, shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devour the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face, the people shall be much pain, and all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march every one in his place, and they shall not break their ranks. Right. So, verse 8, the point says, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path, and they shall fall upon the sword. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded, man. So that's the missile defense. They're gonna walk everyone in this path, everyone gonna hit their mark. You know what I'm saying? Basically what it is. One missile is not gonna run into another. They shall walk everyone in their own path. And when they fall upon the sword, that's talking about these these missile defense systems, or whatever they want to call them, they shall not be wounded, man. So they're gonna hit their target, man. These missile defense, they're defenseless, basically. These missile defense systems are basically defenseless when it comes to these nuclear missiles, man. They're not gonna miss their target, man.
Yeah, you got these people walking around in Folly and La La Land thinking that this is America, Babylon the Great is a safe haven. Nothing's gonna happen here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you people are suckers, man. And Esau Edom gave you the biggest lollipop. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? These people don't realize what's going on there. And if you stick around,
goddamn lollipop keys and shit.
and that's another thing too. Through the precept, man, or through the scripture, it says that also it says these other people, these other nations gonna flee to their country. That even may be by force. That's why you think a lot of these ISIS doing what? Deporting these people, man. That's also scriptural, man. Someone gonna leave by their own means, and it's possibly, what's going on now. That's the reason why they're leaving. Why? Because the Lord said what? They're gonna be fleeing to their own country, whether it be by force or by their own will. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, this is a fulfillment of prophecy, man. These people are being deported. They're going to, other countries, even though they're targeting, Israel right now, which is the so-called, Mexicans, etc. Even some of these, Benjaminites, you know what I'm saying? Benjamites, Levites, some of them get caught up in the mix too, but nonetheless, man, that's a buildup of these other people, fleeing to their country, man, whether it be by force, like they're not dealing with, the things here, too much, immigration policies going on, or by will,
I got another precept before we get on the subject of these missiles and Donald Trump talking about he's gonna bomb capitals and all this shit. But you know, God and Magog is a representation of Russia. That's who Gog and Magog is a representation of now is. That's who that is now, right? This is on Ezekiel 38:7. It says, "Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them." Talking about these other nations. Russia is going to be a guard to these bricks, these other nations like what is it? Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, which is African countries, with them, right? That BRICS nation, basically. They're going to be a guard unto them, right? Verse 8, he says, "And after many days thou shalt be visited, and in the latter year thou shalt come into the land that thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always wasted, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them." Right? So it says he's gonna come against these people in Israel now, these Israelis. You know, the Lord's gonna have Russia come against them, these other countries too. That shit gonna be wiped. That shit that they got over there in the Holy Land gonna be wiped the fuck out too. It says, thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands, and many people with thee. Thou saith, thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come unto thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, right? So that the evil thought is sending damn nukes over this motherfucker, man. That's the evil thought that's gonna come in his mind, gonna get destroyed. Verse 11, "And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, and I will go to them that are at rest." Like I say, people think that nothing is gonna happen to these people. This is the land of unwalled villages. They don't got no missile defense system. You know, they ain't got no missile defense system in America. They be talking about building one, right? "And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, and I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates." You know, even for that matter, they talking about building some type of wall, Trump building a wall to keep these immigrants out, right? They building a wall and shit, right? Verse 12, "To take a spoil, to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of it." Right? So it's talking about coming up to this land, man. These people that live safely, at rest, at ease. These people at ease here in America, Babylon the Great. The Lord's going to call Russia to come against us. Not only just Russia, all these countries. Russia, the BRICS nations, China, which China is a part of the BRICS nations, even their allies are going to shoot missiles on America and Israel, the Israeli state, man. Both of them countries are going to be totally annihilated, man. Both America and Israel, the Israeli state over there, Palestine, all that area, even where those Muslims at, them motherfuckers get wiped off, man. The Lord's gonna clean that up, man. Clean all that shit up by fire, you know.
And I got an example of that. This is like I was saying, people think U.S. is a safe haven. Like also I read not read, but I was touching up on. I saw somebody was stating somebody that studies, you know, some histories and things like that. I can't think of the individual name, but you know, like I said, they got a platform on one of these social media outlets, and they was going into they think every war that the United States fought they won, but that wasn't true. They said like I was saying, the Vietnam War they lost that. They was making a point that they lost that. The war in Afghanistan they lost that. But these people think that the United States every war they win they was involved and they won. That's just a few. You know what I'm saying? But this is a article from the Los Angeles Times. This was published a day ago, and it says military at the top. The subtitle, military, and it says Iran attack on U.S. airbase in Qatar, likely hit geodesic dome used for U.S. communications, man. So you got over there, you already got Iran, because they already know the U.S. is aiding the gutter rats over there. So they're what? They're targeting and they're helping them target, nuclear facilities in Iran. So they're striking back at U.S. bases. That's pretty much, and like there was this Edomite chick. I saw this some time ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, how they were saying that how she points out how what the U.S. doing, and they're having these people over here, these dummies over here in America, believe that Iran is the terrorist, and everything what Iran is doing, they're doing in terroristic type fashion. But no, what is actually happening is the United States are building bases that are surrounding Iran, man. They got a base here, they got bases that surrounding Iran. They're seeing that they ain't nobody stupid, just like over here. They got international waters. So once you go certain boundaries in these international waters, you're in who territory? You're in the territory of the United States. And if you go past that, if you're not an ally, that is what? They're gonna eventually send warning shots. Like that's for all countries. That happens in the US, that happens in China, that happens in any of these countries that border water. Once another country, especially they're not a ally or a friend to them, and you're crossing these waters, their military is going to shoot off warning shots. And then if you continue to proceed, that could be perceived as a threat, and then they may engage, man. So that's just like with Iran, man. You got these military bases, mind you. What the military is for? The military is for what? War, man. So you got these military bases, and this Edomite chick, she pointed it out. She was showing it that is what surrounding Iran, man. You know what I mean? You're in dangerous territory, man. You invading our space more or less, man. So what they're doing, man, they're shooting. And that's what it said. It said this was yesterday. Los Angeles Times says Iran attack on U.S. airbase in Qatar likely hit geodesic dome used for U.S. communications, man. So yeah, man, these other countries are not playing with these with these Edomites, man. Especially Babylon the Great, aka America, man. You got a lot of these countries are fed up. Like the word I was looking for some time back, that North Korea, I wrote an article that North Korea wrote back in, I think, 2014, 2015 at the latest. North Korea said they are tired of the conniving United States, man. You look at what that word, I'm gonna go into it. That word conniving means. Conniving. Yeah, I got a piece of where it's Jeremiah 49:13. It says, "For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. I have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador
is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. So starting with Edom, basically these Edomites in America, from the west to America to the west to all these Edomites, basically, but starting with these Edomites over here in America, Babylon the Great, they have been greatly despised, man, by these other heathen nations, man. Greatly despised, man. Small, insignificant. That's why they talking about America can't make anything, it don't produce anything here. You're being that small goes into insignificant. They don't produce nothing over here. Everything's produced in other lands, primarily Asia, China, Asia, the Asian region. A lot of manufacturing and building things and are made over there, man.
Yeah, that's why you pick up stuff. It says made in China.
Right.
The United States has become what a consumer state, man. These people are just consumers, man. They buy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you go into this word conniving, it says giving to or involved in conspiring to do something immoral, illegal, or harmful, man. So that's how North Korea. I remember reading an article back in 2014, the latest 2015. I read the article. They said they're tired of the conniving United States, man. These people want to act like I don't know what's going on. They know exactly what's going on. Let's go to the word what connive means. Connive means secretly allowing something considered immoral, illegal, wrong, or harmful to occur, man. So these people are complicit, using these clandestine operations and act like they're conniving, act like they're not aware of it, but they're complicit with it, man. They're the ones that actually orchestrate it, man. That's why there's numerous books, documentaries, articles written on how the United States formed these coups to overthrow other countries' governments, man. They orchestrated, financed these coups, man, which were clandestine operations to overthrow the pre-existing government in countries like in South America, in the Middle East, and countries in Africa. You know, the list goes on, man. You know, I remember reading. This was back during the Obama administration, man, where Hillary Clinton was. You know, she was her name was in that article. She was the vice president then, and how there was this. I forgot the country, but there was this African leader. He said that's what they did with them, man. They said they had these guys dressed in like military, and they pretty much kidnapped him in the middle. He was in his bed and shit, man. This African to overthrow their government. I can't think of the name of it. It was during that time too, 2015, 16, maybe, you know, latest. I was reading that in the newspaper, man, and it had to be the New York Times. It had to be somewhere, man. It's a global newspaper, like a world newspaper, man. I remember reading that article, man. You know, because her name was mentioned because she had some type of affiliation with that so-called African country leader. You know what I'm saying? But they went. I remember they were talking about these like this mercenary hired gun. You know, group of individuals went into that country and pretty much kidnapped their leader, man, to overthrow in the process of what? To overthrow their government, their pre-existing form of government, man. That's what they do, man. If you're not willing to bow or bend to these devil's will, they're gonna get rid of They're gonna get rid of you, man.
Right. I got a precept. Basically, this is out of the Apocrypha. This is Ecclesiasticus 19, what's the rock 19, start at verse 23 out of the Good News translation. It said, "It is possible to use cleverness for wicked purposes, but some people act like fools because they don't want to know any better," right? So that can apply to these fucking Americans, you know, over here. And I'm gonna continue reading. It said, "A devout person, even if he is not very intelligent, is better off than the cleverest of sinners." So that's what these damn Edomites are, man. They clever sinners. They clever. They scripture says, crafty. You know, that's what these devils are. They clever. They crafty. Verse 25, which is the point I was trying to bring out. Basically, it says it is possible to be marvelously clever and still be dishonest, or to get what you want by being absurdly polite. You know, so that's what these damn Edomites be trying to do, man. They be trying to be polite and absurdly, marvelously clever. You know, that's what these devils do.
Yeah, absurd, absurdity, being absurdity, like that defines the devil. Like how absurd this person trying to be, the way they carry, the way they act, and they gonna have the audacity to wave and smile at you like nothing's wrong. Like they did all this fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? They just wave and smile, being absurd, absurdly polite. That's what that defines these devils, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm gonna just read out
that defines some of these clown ass niggas around here too, because that's what they're doing. They're picking up the character traits of these devils, man.
The King James version, only got the King James version, Ecclesiasticus 19 and 25. It says there is an exquisite subtlety, and the saying is unjust, and there is one that turneth aside to make judgment appear, and there is a wise man that justifieth in there is a wise man that is justified. It's like, and there is a wise man that justifieth in judgment, right? So basically these Edomites, they use exquisite subtlety, man. You know, acting like they don't know what's going on, you know. I ain't never know that. I don't know. They try to be willfully, what is it? Willfully ignorant. Some act like fools because they don't want to know any better. You know, that's what these damn fucking Edomites, that's what the fuck they do. For the most part, especially when it comes to them and their people, what they're doing, they trying to be willfully ignorant. You know, acting like a fool because they don't want to know any better. You know, acting foolish. I don't know. I ain't even know. I never knew. You know, these damn fucking devils, they don't want to know. You know, if they don't know, you know why? It's being, like I just said, it's being willfully ignorant, man. You know, because they don't want to basically
acknowledge the fact
or take on responsibility, man. They don't want to be accountable to what their actions are, man. They don't want to say that about, so they trying to be willfully ignorant, going about like, I never knew, or what's going on now. That's a conspiracy theory, you know, critical race theory. That's made up. Basically, what's made up, every damn thing about these devils, man. These devils live in mythology. These fucking Edomites coming from their religion to every damn thing else that revolves around its theology and make believe, man. Fake ass perception of justice and peace. That's make believe, man. These bastards engaging in warfare, man. Instead of peace, destruction, man. These motherfuckers don't be trying to spread peace. They achieve peace allegedly by warfare, man. You know, in a negative light. That's how they in a negative way. They use warfare to establish peace for no reason when there was no reason for war at all. You know, these devils conquer, or these devils take things over through the force of the sword. You know, just like it says in Genesis the 27th chapter, by thy sword thou shalt live. So this devil is going through the earth spreading warfare, man, and then come up with this propaganda to justify his actions, man. These lies and shit, this misinformation and disinformation to justify his actions, man. You know, these devils, you know, they got all type of tactics. mind manipulation. That's what that's what these computers and these devices and all these devices and technology is about. Is about because this devil can manipulate shit. He knows he can manipulate people's minds. He can control your mind. You know, that's why this devil. That's why this devil blessed with the sword, man. He used everything as everything is a form of warfare. Is a form of some type of weapon, man. Even technology, everything, anything that look innocent, it might be it may seem innocent to you, but this devil doesn't weaponize it. Your water, that shit weaponized. Your air, weaponized. These products that you use on a daily basis. Oh, you think this smells so great? That shit poison, man. It smells so good. I'm gonna put this deodorant on. That shit weaponized. Got goddamn fucking aluminum in it. A lot of
Yeah, cancerous material in it.
Yeah, cancer causing agents. You know, this devil weaponized everything, man. You know, food, they motherfucker shit got cancer causing agents, man. Got toxins in it, poisons in it.
Cancer causing chemical based ingredients in it. You know, phosphate glyceride. You know, you need a damn dictionary to read what the fuck that shit means. You think it's supposed to be some, you know, organic or made with simple ingredients, but they got a list of 30 ingredients with words that are, you know, 20 letters long. You need a goddamn dictionary just to comprehend, and a sophisticated one at that, to comprehend what the fuck this means. Trisulfide hydrofluoric acid. Like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, yeah, I thought this was goddamn light bread. What the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? And that's the way this devil is. That's why I broke out that article about that Lyndon B. Johnson joker talking about this dude authorized what? Warfare, man. Weather warfare, man. It was weather warfare. He authorized. He authorized Operation Popeye. Like, this ain't nothing myth. This ain't no conspiracy theory. This actually happened. So they already have the technology to weaponize weather, man. Like I said, they're weaponizing everything. The food. They already weaponizing relationships. That's why you see the relationships, especially amongst these so-called Negroes, mainly. But it's all the tribes of Israel. How, you know, they're weaponizing, you know, the relationship between male, female, etc. You know, skin tone. This devil is finding ways to cause conflict because his whole ultimate goal is, you know, divide and conquer. You know, that's why he try to favor certain simple ass niggas over others. That's just he don't like you out of his genuine heart. That's a strategic move. And I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I care less than get along, but I'm just telling the facts. You know what I mean? But it's a strategic move that this devil is making. He making these simple ass niggas feel like they are welcome in their society, and then he trying to make others that he knows that is really a threat. Contrary, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's why you can see the atmosphere with these niggas around here, man. Everything that's going on, it's allowed to happen. You know why? Because this devil controls it, man. These damn pale-faced monkeys control it, and they're allowing these niggas to act, orchestrate, and these niggas think they clever, man. Niggas simple as hell. Niggas out here doing this illegal shit, and because this damn devil's looking the other way or acting like these niggas think that, oh, he must not be aware of what I'm doing. I'm some smooth, like some Michael Jackson, smooth criminal ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah, these niggas simple, man. You're allowing you fuck niggas around. All this damn technology around here, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker goddamn, you know, shit's on every corner. You know, all this shit, man, these satellite shit. Because like I said, I knew a dude that I grew up with. He was telling me, he was in the military, he was telling me, you know, how they can fucking, from these satellites, man, they can zoom in on your fucking face. This thing was telling me this, man. You zoom in on your face, and it will pull up your whole fucking background, man. From the fucking satellite, they can zoom in on your fucking face, man. And it'll pull up everything they want to damn know about you, man. So I knew this dude, you know, this dude from I grew up with childhood friend. He was in the military, which and he was explaining to me what he was doing in there, man. So these motherfuckers got technology, man. They know what the fuck going on, man.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, anything these niggas doing is because they allowing your ass, and basically they created for your ass to do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? These niggas acting like they getting away with something, because more or less all you destroying it for the most part, their your community. That's what it's made for anyway. Destruction of your own community, of your own, of people that looks like you. You know, that's what it was made for anyway. Yeah, that's what these damn fuck niggas, they proud to do it. You crackhead fuck niggas, these fuck niggas, they willing to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't stay around a predominantly nigga area. I can't be there, man. You know, but I'm gonna read this out of Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, out of the Good News Translation. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy. His wickedness is as destructive as rust. Watch out and be on guard against him, even if he acts ever so humble. So that's what these damn Edomites do. They around these simple ass niggas. Just like the eye said, they acting polite. That's a strategy, nigga. You know, they acting polite and humble. That's a strategy that they strategize against your dumb ass, man. You know, we supposed to be at peace with all men, but just like the word said, the Lord said, watch out. Never trust him, man. Watch out for this motherfucker. Even though he's humble, see on humble, you know, watch out and be on guard against him, even if he acts ever so humble. He is like a metal mirror that rusts away if you don't keep it polished, right? That's his rust. That shit comes back, man. You know, his ways are. You might think he's positive. You think he's, he ain't wicked no more. Yo, man, he changed, man. Look, he humble, polite, motherfucker plotting against your ass, nigga. That's a part of his strategy, man. You know, the Lord said it. I ain't said the Lord said, never trust him, man. Never trust thine enemy.
Who you think I'm gonna take who you think I'm gonna take the opinion of the creator or the creation? You know what I mean? You got these damn simple ass individuals, and so a lot of these niggas acting like they're gonna convince you to think otherwise when the creator already gave us instructions on how to conduct ourselves, man. The creator gave us these instructions, man. You know what I'm saying? And what? Now you think these damn simple ass individuals that don't know about nothing, you know what I'm saying? They vain opinion. You know, they think that they can persuade you otherwise, man. You know, that's how backwards these people are, man. You know, arrogant, a lot of them arrogant, you know. This is what the creator has instructed us to do, man. Not the creation. The Lord had made anything, all anything, wicked, righteous, everything in between. You know, the Lord had made everything, man. The earth, everything, man. So what we gonna do? Take the advice of a creation or the creator, man? You know what I mean? But we know, you know, through the precepts of what? To always be alert, you know what I mean? I as they little, you know, I sense, you know, these devils, we know, we aware, we know they're always up to something, man. These devils, it's never like, even like if you go into their history, man, they're always up to something. Like to the Tuskegee project, man, you know, the syphilis, all this crazy shit. That's an example. Smiling, saying that, hey, we got this harmless needle, we hit you with it for your own benefit. And really what they did was infect these people with an ailment and sit back and watch them motherfucking die, man. Which they had the fucking like they said they had the cure for it, but what, they sit around here and let the so-called Negro community suffer and die, man, because that's what this devil is pretty much designed to do anyway. But that's what his heart, which is his mind, is set on for the children of Israel, man. Is what? He had a perpetual hatred, man. So he's just finding clever conniving ways to come after you, smiling, like you said, absurd politeness. You know, the motherfucker, the absurdness of these devils. That way, they motherfuckers stab you in your goddamn back and smile in your face at the same time like this. You know what I'm saying? The absurdity of these motherfucking devils, man. That's how they do, man. And these fucking niggas, they don't care. They ain't looking like this. As long as I be chewed and sit beside, that's why they're a bunch of these coon ass niggas. You know, I despise these motherfucking niggas, man. Because I already know how the fuck they got it. It ain't in this corporate America, entertainment, politics, everywhere, man. All they are nothing but a bunch of goddamn coons in this false ass perception of equality now because you see a nigga face there, but you don't know the real Pacific side this nigga got there. He ain't got there by equality, especially, you know, it don't fucking matter. Even when it comes to the Democrat, you know what it is? And some damn white motherfucker co-signing this nigga. Yeah, he got my approval. Yeah, Master said I can do it. That's all it is. You know, similar plain, nigga can't do it on his own. There's nothing around here, especially once you get to a certain level, political, entertainment, these corporate, you can't do this shit on your own, man. You gotta get it approved from what? These pale-faced goddamn, one of these pale-faced monkeys, but then it disguises under equality and fairness. He got it. He was qualified, fair and square. He got it. Nah, hell nah. It always some pale-faced monkeys approval first, man. They don't give a fuck about what your athlete, I'm gonna say the word accolades are. You know what I'm saying? What your accomplishments are. They don't give a fuck about a degree. You know what I'm saying? You got thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? Probably millions with goddamn degrees, and them degrees ain't worth shit. They ain't working at the damn place they spent. They ain't working in the line of field where they spent out countless hours and contribute thousands upon thousands of dollars in debt. They're not even in that field. They spent countless hours and money in a field going to school, and these motherfuckers ain't even in that goddamn field, man. You got I seen countless of motherfucking testimonies of people, man. You know, you call why? Some damn pale-faced monkey didn't pick them. Or if they did, they were like, oh, you overqualified. You know what I'm saying? They, like you said, how the fuck? Motherfuckers say, oh, you overqualified, we ain't gonna hire you. What kind of shit is that? You should be, them the type of people you get. Like, we know this motherfucker overqualified, so he's gonna hire him or her, whatever it may be. You know, our company should do nothing but what? Excel. But they're gonna look at you and say, now you overqualified, we ain't hiring your ass. You got a fucking goddamn degree. Wait, knows why I ain't got no fucking goddamn degree. How the fuck this nigga get? You know, them niggas looking back, how the fuck? That's how these pale face, how the fuck we gotta come up with something overqualified? Got it. Overqualified, got you. You know what I mean? So that's how these niggas, that's how these damn devils operate, man, because there's nothing you can't do in this system, in these devil design without their approval, man. There's no such things of equality. That shit is all an illusion, just like this illusion of the American dream, convincing these foreigners, all these other simple ass clowns around here that you can live some American dream and shit. Only motherfuckers living an American dream for the most part is they ass, man. They walk around this bitch carefree like they don't give a fuck. You know, you can see it. That's what they do. Motherfuckers be high as a motherfucking kite, walking these fucking damn dogs, straight goddamn drug addict. Trying to walk around like they some damn law by the city. Motherfucker dope the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Walking their dogs and shit, and he goddamn parks and all kinds of goddamn crazy ass shit. Motherfuckers doing all type of shit. Motherfucker probably got a fucking, if you know, the motherfucker walking, some harmless ass Edomite walking their dog. When you look at that motherfucker computer screen, that motherfucker shit probably filled with goddamn pedophilia. Walk around, probably your goddamn, like there was the article not too long ago, a couple months ago, they talking about there was some goddamn politician. They wanted to sting on that motherfucker. This motherfucker up here goddamn trying to pick up goddamn, he was a goddamn pedophile, man, trying to pick up underage kids, man. This motherfucker was a politician. You know what I'm saying? I read, matter of fact, a Democrat. I forgot the name. I don't know if I forgot the name of that damn that state he was damn caught. They ran, you know. So that's these motherfuckers, man. Or they gonna hide behind a job title, man. That's their cloak. The cloak is try to keep a clean record and hide behind a job title, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they get, for the most part, if they commit a crime, and if a nigga commit a crime, they get more or less like a slap on the wrist, and the nigga, they ass gonna throw their ass in a goddamn gutter. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they try to do. They try to portray, because the system is designed by them for them, that they're harmless when they do acts, or they're not as that's why they came up with that damn shit. Trying to act like they're mentally disabled. They try to when they go to court for a heinous crime, they say, oh, he call him mentally insane, so they won't see no time behind jail. They put his ass in some goddamn loony asylum until they feel like he's fit for society. You know what I'm saying? That's how these motherfuckers work, man. Oh yeah, just plead insanity. Man, I was just insane. Yeah, I got you. Plead insane. You've been in mental hospital for like 6 to 8 months. A year tops, and whether they're facing damn 25 to life, your ass being for goddamn 6 to 8 months. And hopefully you just take your meds and shit, and you'll be back out in public in no time. You know what I'm saying? That's how these motherfuckers work, man. So this is their system, man. So there's countless of articles and information that when you see side by side this pale face with some damn, some nigga, they got the same background, did the same offense, but yet when it comes down to, the sentencing, this nigga get way more than this pale face. He motherfucker get, 6 months probation and shit. Motherfucker facing goddamn 10 years and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how these motherfuckers do, man. That's how what you want to say, prejudice, as you call it. That's one word. This system is, man. And like I said, when you speak these facts, these motherfuckers, especially damn coon ass niggas, they wish. When you speak these truths, they wish harm on you, man. That's how these niggas are called. Like the Lord can perceive these wicked ass niggas back then, and the Lord gave us the intuition to perceive these simple ass niggas today, man. That's how these depth perception for these damn niggas, man. When you talk about or bring light, shedding more light on the truth, these motherfuckers be wishing ill upon you, man. That's how they do, man. But let's see what. Go back to say Psalm 12 and 8. It's like it for the the rambling, but that's what well, the book of I'm going back to the book of Psalms, chapter 12, verse 8. It says, "The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted," man. So we know these devils. Look who's in office now, man. This dude is pretty much, you could tell these devils are privileged, man, because there's no way someone with a record as this dude that's the president now, people would ever think to be elected, especially in what they say modern history, which there was people as violent as this nigga were elected back in the day. But you would think in modern times, as they call it, with all these safeguards in play, you would think somebody like that would never reach that type of position. But you could tell this society is what geared for these people. Like you can't find nobody that rivals this dude, man. This dude, man, that's in office now, man, with a reputation that this dude got, man. The scandals that this dude was involved in, you know, the way this guy talks, you know, some of the stupid shit that come out of his fucking mouth, like his last president, like his last administration when this pandemic was around. He talking about can people what was that shit? I forgot. Inject some type of goddamn what was he talking about, man? Like making man, what was that damn shit? I forgot. There was some type of chemical, man. You know, he was like making it into like a vaccine and people take it. You know, it was some white female. She was looking at him like, what the hell is he talking about? You know what I mean? Like this motherfucker just the stupid shit that a lot of times this dude be saying, man. Like, can we inject people with goddamn, let me say, like the aerosol shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's he called it? The disinfectant spray. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Lysol.
Yeah, Lysol. I think that's what it was. If I'm mistaken, he was like, can we, you know, he said Lysol, yeah, because they know there's these certain products, the chemicals that they make, like, you know, it eliminates certain viruses and shit. He was like, yeah, he said, maybe we can make that into you know, pretty much like making it, put it, you know, in a form of people injecting it like that, you know, like those antibiotics or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. You know, put it in a needle and inject your ass with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it like that, man. Simple terms, man. Making goddamn. So yeah, maybe we get. She was looking at him like he fucking crazy, man. She was like, what? What the fuck? Yeah, the stupid shit this dude be saying, man. It's like you would never think in this day and age somebody with his caliber would be elected. He wasn't elected once, but twice, man. So you can tell this society is geared for these devils, man. You know what I mean? Then on top of that, this motherfucker was convicted of 34 felony counts. He's a convicted felon. He's still in there, man. Not one felony, but 34.
Yeah, that's real power. I made the shit. I mean, little posting that's real power. What? White power. Man.
Damn right. Not one felony, not two felonies. This motherfucker got 34, and he's the goddamn president. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, ain't no way like you would think, but you see that's the type of advantage these devils got in this society, man. But they want to, you got these bitch ass niggas, you know what I mean? All the rest of them want to live in denial, acting like, no, that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not. No, I can let these fucking ass niggas, I can walk out and do what I want to do. Nigga, yeah, right, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Whatever you are doing, you are being allowed to do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And these damn devils come down to your simple ways at any given moment. And basically, that's what they doing anyway. You motherfuckers funny.
Gradually.
Yeah, they building enough evidence to put your, you know what I mean? Something niggas doing something, they building up enough evidence to put your ass away for a long time. That's probably why they allow your ass, you simple ass niggas to do it, man. These niggas, like, these jokers, you think these motherfuckers don't know what these niggas doing, man? These jokers don't. You know why? Because they're the reason why you able. How the fuck you think drugs got in this nation, man? It went through you simple ass niggas. Y'all niggas ain't had no goddamn, like you try to, I got the connect, nigga. You ain't got no goddamn
plug.
Yeah, I got the plug. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Stupid ass. That goddamn fucking white boy got the fucking plug. He the one that invented the fucking plug, man. He the one who made relations with these goddamn drug kingpins and so-called drug, made them into drug lords, man. You know what I'm saying? He the one got connection with these people, man. Like Pablo, I know Pablo. Get the fuck Noriega, this damn. Get the fuck out of here. This nigga don't know no goddamn body. Oh, bitch ass goddamn nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know who had affiliate with them Pablo and Noriega? The fucking goddamn administration during that time. I don't know if it was the Reagan. It was one. I forgot. I can't go back too far, but whoever had the Kennedy, all them motherfuckers, they the ones that had relationships with these goddamn people, with these so-called kingpins and so-called drug lords, man. Whatever goddamn administration.
Yeah, I think we got them Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, whatever fucking administration that was in power then, or I'm gonna say whatever administration that was in positions then, they the one had relationships with these goddamn drug lords, man. Niggas ain't had no the fuck out of here. These damn retarded ass
All
bitch
of
ass
them
niggas,
anyway.
man.
All these goddamn fucking presidents. Basically, the so-called white man. That's what no. That's got a minute. I got a preach of this Psalm 73:1. It says, "Truly, the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. While I was envious at the foolish, when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there is no bands in their death, and their strength is firm." Right. So the wickedness, who these Edomites, man. You know, they damn. You see these damn devils progressing. You know how they progressing through wickedness and secrecy, basically secrecy or wickedness. You know, their wickedness has been a secret. You know, but we in the time of that being lifted, that cloak of secrecy that this devil was moving in is being revealed enough, man, that we understand who he is, man. You know, everything that this devil done is not revealed, but enough abundance of it is being revealed, and he's still doing it, and he's still doing what he's still following that pattern of the past, man. It's like the scripture says, can an Ethiopian change his skin or a leopard his spot? How can the one that's a customer doing evil do good or something like that? I'm gonna get a precept. Jeremiah 13:23 says, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil." Right? So how can you do good if you're accustomed to doing evil? And all that evil that this devil's been doing, he's still doing that. He done in the past. He's still doing it today. You know, he accustomed to doing evil, man. You know, and he just being in that, and he was doing evil and wickedness under the cloak of secrecy. But that secret veil that the Lord put on, that the Lord gave this devil of deception, is already been lifted. It's been lifted, man. And the revelation of the wicked, he's being revealed. Of these Edomites are being, the so-called self-proclaimed white man. These self-proclaimed white people are being revealed as who they are, the Edomites, which are the wicked. And that's how they run in the world, man. You know. It says, verse 4 says, "There is no bane in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." Right? So that's these devils, man. They not in trouble as other men. It's like you said, this dude got over 30-some felonies, sexual scandals. Even with Jeffrey Epstein guy, he was associated with him. It was talk that he was on this list. Now they're trying to say the list doesn't exist. I'm just saying that's what they saying is out there. You know. So this
you know why it doesn't exist, because that devil made it disappear, man. I bet after, Lord willing, we hope not, but you know what I mean, if we're here and hope that this is it, but it's all in the Lord's will. If there's a president after this devil, right, then it's gonna come back out. But doing this devil, doing this he's in a position, they ain't gonna, just like his damn just like the last administration, man. This damn devil with his damn son, man, or that damn Biden motherfucker with his son. You know what I mean? Shit came out, talking about he wouldn't pardon his son, but what he did as soon as his ass he pardoned the fuck out of his son, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna pardon my nah. He told me mother question. I don't know what these motherfuckers is. Double tongue. They lies, man.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, man. Yeah, you can't trust the motherfucker, man. Saying one thing and doing and saying another. You can't trust a motherfucker like that, man.
Yeah, there was press conference. They had that discussion. They said if your son, is convicted of, whatever, or when you party, he was like, no, I'm not gonna party. I wouldn't party. You know what that motherfucker did? As soon as that motherfucker moved and leaving out, motherfucker party the hell out of this damn son, man. You know what I'm saying? They got them devils, man. You can't trust these motherfuckers, man. They dare and have you people hear what you want to hear, man. I mean, that's what you want to hear. Oh, you want to hear I'm all about fairness. That's what you want to hear. Don't you motherfucker turn around and do the damn opposite, man.
Yeah,
like, motherfucker, I can't trust this motherfucker, man.
Doing what's benefit for them and their kind, man.
Yeah, that's what you want to hear, man. Yeah, we all about fairness, equality, and that's justice for all. That's what,
that's another thing too.
You believe that shit, motherfucker. Damn niggas like, yeah, that's my president right there. Yeah, cool ass, bitch ass nigga.
And that's another thing these devils be doing with their technology. They try to have you absent-minded, especially what the fuck they do, man. Like all this wickedness is coming out. Cause even this current administration under Trump, they said that the previous administration, which was the Biden administration, was a corrupt administration. They said that shit, man. They was taught during the Biden administration, what? The FBI is corrupt. The government's corrupt. CIA is corrupt. You know what I'm saying? All these goddamn law enforcement agencies are corrupt. They were saying that. They were saying that even in the last administration, which was the Biden. Now, do you see any difference from the current administration? You don't see no difference, man. There's a bunch of corruption. Why? Because the wicked bear fruit. The devil. These fucking Edomites, man. They're being exposed to what they are. Not only in America, but to the whole world, man. To these other heathens. You see what here, the hypocrisy, the wickedness that they push throughout the earth, even this immoral, this sexual deviant lifestyle, immoral lifestyle that they be pushing on the whole world, all type of shit, man. Verse Psalm 73:6 again, it says, Psalm 73:5, it says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compassed them about as a chain, and violence covereth them as a garment, man. So that's what they do, man. They come like a chain, They wear that pride like it's a chain, it's covered. That's what they rocking, man. That pride, man. It's prideful, like a chain, and violence cover them as a garment, man. They covering all type of violence, man. Proud, violence. You know what I'm saying? They ain't in trouble as other men, man. You never think they think they can do whatever, get away with whatever, Shit, that pride. White pride and all that shit, arrogant ass bastards, violence, saying whatever, blowing up, killing whoever, doing whatever, because the Lord allowing these devils to do what they do until they be taken out the way, man. This is time for these devils to reign, but we are coming to the end of that reign by the wicked. We're in the end stages of this devil's reign,
I got a precept. This is the book of Isaiah 44:23. It says, sing, O ye heavens, for the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua have done it. Shout ye lower parts of the earth, break forth into singing, ye mountains. O forest and every tree therein, for the Lord have redeemed Jacob and glorified himself in Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens among, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself, that frustrated the token of the liars, and maketh diviners mad, that turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish, man. You know what I mean? Because that's what's going on in this society, man. The Lord is what? Frustrating the tokens of these liars, man. You know, he's also doing what? Making diviners mad. These people that are hired to predict, you know, certain circumstances when it comes to Esau Edom's society in general. Like you got these people like in 2030, we're gonna be doing this. Yeah, the Lord is gonna what? He's gonna make these people mad, man. We're gonna be able to do this, and we predicting that in 2030, you know, there's gonna be, you know, teleportation devices where you can teleport from Miami to Ohio. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be able to teleport like some goddamn Star Trek Enterprise shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers up
we
there
gonna be living on the moon and shit.
yeah, we trying to predict things. You know, these are diviners, man. You know, like trying to see things in the future, man. You know, that and maketh diviners mad that turn wise men backwards and maketh their knowledge foolish. That confirm the word of his servant. The Lord is what? He's going to confirm the word of his servant. His servant, because what? Literally, these words, you know, Lord willing, we're part of that number. But the servants that the Lord chose to speak his truth, only the words that the servants are speaking are actually literally the words of the living power, man. You know what I mean? These are the Lord's words, man. That, like if that confirmed the word of his servant and performeth the counsel of his messengers, that saith to Jerusalem, thou shalt be inhabited, and to the city of Judah ye shall be built, and I will raise up the decayed places thereof, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord is doing, man. He's raising up the decayed places, man, which is the dry bones. Actually, there is which is actually the elect, man, of Israel, man. You know, and the Lord is doing all this, man. These are, you know, what the Lord said that confirms the word of his servants. And these words are literally from Yahweh Shai, man. The Lord is going to confirm everything, man. Everything that the Lord's servants have said, which is literally the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai. He's going to confirm them. You know why? Because the Lord, even though his servants are speaking it, these are the Lord's words. Because the Lord had what? He put
and he's gonna perform it. You know, that's what he said. I'm gonna perform my word, roughly paraphrase. Meaning he's gonna do what he said he's gonna do. Right? I got a precept to that. This is Psalms 21:8. It says, thine hand shall find out all thine enemies, thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee. Thou shalt make them a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. The Lord Yahweh shall swallow them up with his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. Their fruit shall be their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men. For they intended evil against thee, they imagined a mischievous device, which they are not able to perform. Right? So that's what I'm talking about. They're trying to divine, you know, these wicked plans, these wicked devices. You know, they are not going to be able to perform it because the Lord has prepared for them a fiery oven to be devoured. Their seed shall be consumed. It says, yeah, verse 10, their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, their seed from among the children of men. How you gonna do that? With the wrath of his devouring fire, man, which is in those ICBM nuclear missiles, and the chariots of the Lord was coming with fire too. Right? The Lord said he's coming with his chariots and fire is like a whirlwind. Something roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, So the Lord's going to devour these devils. They got plans. They want to profit. They want to say we're going to be doing this. Now the Lord got for you devils. You got a fiery oven for your ass, man. You know that's what he got planned for your ass. You know these motherfuckers best thinking they're gonna come. They gonna take over, make everybody their perpetual slave. Technocracy. Put down computer, make it coerce you, make it mandatory to make you out of a fucking cyborg so they can control you, monitor you. You know, that's what this devil's gonna do. That's his plan. That's his mischievous device, man. They imagine when he said, "For they intended evil against thee." They imagine a mischievous device, which device goes into scheme, right? Schemes and shit, plots, which they are not able to perform. You know, the Lord ain't gonna let them perform. He gonna let them do enough, but he's not gonna let them prosper in what they already attempted, what they are trying to attempt to do. He gonna allow them to do this certain. Bring it to this certain extent, but that's gonna bring about their downfall. Right? You know, it's gonna allow them to bring this MOTB, this lifestyle, and the majority of the people are going to be food on the planet Earth, coerced, scared out their wits. They're being willfully ignorant of what's going on. They're just gonna go along with it. You know, most of these people, because they want to stay in darkness. They want to stay not in the know. You know, they rather stay not informed, and some of them gonna willfully go along with it, acting like, hey, this is just another wave of technology, and this is how society is going, so we got to go with it or whatever. Especially fucking Edomites. You know,
I got a precept. This is the book of Job 5:12. It says, "He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise." Man, so that's what I was going into. He's going to disappoint the devices of the crafty. Man, these people think that, like he said, like what I'll put it, when they feel their belly, when they think it's going to be all said and done. The Lord gonna do what? He's gonna disappoint the device of these crafty ass devils, man. You know, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, so they won't be able to actually execute their intentions, man. You know, he's gonna disappoint them, man. They're gonna think that they got it. They're like, oh, we finally got it. We finally got it, man. But the Lord's gonna come and disrupt all this bullshit, man. You know, that's what we waiting on the Lord to do what? To do what, in which we patiently waiting. We know the Lord is going to fulfill his promises, man. If you got anything else, we close it out. All right, we're going to end our lesson. Before we do, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Rakakadash. It's Aki Abdullah and Lord willing, we back to Peter Flock. Till next time, Shalom, Barakathon, and Barbara Ball, Shalom.